Hello, pigeon people. Well, today I decided to do something a little bit different. If you'd have been watching my last video, you'd have seen me complaining about my birds not flying great, doing about 25 minutes, which is just no good really. And I have done all the normal things, like add barley to the mix, 20% barley, and worm them. I am a big believer in worming your birds, and everybody should do this, whether you see them, any signs of them dropping off anyway, especially when you're into the breeding season. You need to worm your birds, and you should be doing it 4 times a year. Now, I've got this wasn't cheap, and I only got this because the stuff that I normally get from the bloke who I get my pigeon food from, he didn't have any of this stuff in stock, but I couldn't tell you what it is because he buys it in a big bottle and he sells it off in smaller bottles, and I can't remember there was a name on it, but it always seems to have done the trick. I've also used this in the past. This does it's for canker, coccidiosis, worms, external parasites, but I have seen some people say this isn't great, so I'm not sure. It's probably something I wouldn't buy again. In fact, I probably wouldn't buy that again. So what I've done is I've sent away for this pigeon testing kit. This pigeon testing kit is about 13 quid, £13.50, and it tests for, let's have a look here, for roundworm, hairworm, coccidiosis, yeast and canker. And there's just a little bit you fill out with your name and postcode, and if you're in any club's email address. But I do believe these people ring you up with the results, which is probably a better thing if you can actually talk to them. So what do you get in the kit? All right, this is to scoop the droppings up. So what I've done, I've covered the floor in the kit box with bin liners because I want to make sure I get the new stuff and not anything old. I believe you take a sample from 5 places. I think it's 5 places in your sheds or lofts or whatever you've got, and put it in this tube. And then the other thing is this. It's a long cotton bud, and it has like a test tube in there, and it's got gel in it. So what you do is you get, I think it's 6 of your pigeons, you push this right down the throat. So there's a video online of how this should be done. I won't be able to film it because really it should be done with 2 people. One to hold it and one to stretch the neck slightly and put the bud down the throat. So it's probably going to be hard for me to do that and hold the camera at the same time. But I've heard good things about this pigeon testing company, you know, looking at reviews if you can believe them. And it'll also take a bit of the guess out of it whether this kind of stuff is working, because I have my doubts about it. I think the stuff I used to get, you know, from the pigeon feed shop, I think that there was no problem with that, but I just have my doubts over this, especially this stuff. And this stuff again, this stuff isn't cheap. And like I say, I only ever give this as a preventative or measure, you know, a couple of times a year. But I have no clue how good it is. But the birds have definitely dropped off. You know, 25 minutes and the coasting, I can tell by the way they're moving, I can tell by the way they're gliding, and I don't like seeing pigeons glide, and I don't like seeing pigeons when they do that clapping thing with the wings. That's them not putting any effort in, that's them coasting, and it's that coasting that'll get them killed, because there's no determination in the way they're flying, and that's when peregrines move in and hawks move in, and that's when you start losing birds, because all that they've got in their mind is probably getting back down and going in there and building and cooing at each other. But I have to rule this out as well. That could be a problem. But I thought I'd show people this, just in case anyone's ever thought about testing the beds, and for 13 quid, £13.50, it's not bad. They do another one, but it's a lot more money. I think it's 100 quid, but they do blood tests. So obviously you'd have to take blood out from your birds and send it off. But I suppose if you're worried about them and you know you think there might be something going on, they might need blood testing, you know, you can always give it a whirl. But I just thought I'd show you, and I hope this this audio's coming over okay, because I'm using a separate recorder today just so the sound's better. But we'll tell when I get into the editing program. But anyway, that's it. So please like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And if you don't want to like and subscribe, then don't. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in another video soon. Bye now.